Morning, sixth graders. The time is 7:27 a.m. This is lesson 11 and lesson 12 of module 3, topic B. Okay, so let's jump right in. Let me just get my thing started here. Okay. So lesson 11 talks all about absolute value, magnitude, and distance. This is one that isn't tested on the MCAs, so I'm just really quickly going to go through it. But basically, absolute value just means the distance from zero. Okay, that's all absolute value really means, is how far away something is from zero. So if we have a number line here, here's 0, here's 4, here's its opposite, -4. The distance from 0 to 4 is 4, right? The distance from -4 to 0 is still 4. So that's what these that's why you see these weird little lines. These two lines, when they're outside of a number, that means the absolute value. So the absolute value of -7 is the distance from -7 to 0. So the absolute value of -7 is the distance of +7. So over here, the distance from 0 of -10 is 10. So that is what absolute value is. Let's quickly go through this exit ticket. Wes and his family drove up to a picnic area on a mountain. In the morning, they followed a trail that led to the mountain summit, which was 2,000 feet above the picnic area. They then returned to the picnic area for lunch. After lunch, they hiked on a trail that led to the mountain overlook, which was 3,500 feet below the picnic area. So there's a lot to digest here. So let's just take a moment and sort of let the numbers sink in. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to place 0 right here. I'm going to say the tick marks will go up and down by 1,000 because we have to fit a lot of numbers in with our space that we have. So we're going up by 1,000, which means we're also going down by 1,000. All right, so all the way down to -7,000. This is feet above or below sea level. And so here's sea level at 0. This is below sea level, and this is above sea level. So, okay, label the elevation of mountain summit and mountain overlook on a vertical number line. The picnic area represents 0. So this is our picnic area at 0. And the mountain summit was 2,000 feet above the picnic area. Well, if it's above, that's going to be right here, and that is going to be a positive 2,000. The mountain overlook was 3,500 feet below the picnic area, so that's going to be negative 3,500, which would be halfway in between negative 3,000 and negative 4,000. So now it says use absolute value to represent the distance on number line of each location from the picnic area, which we have done. The distance from the picnic area, well, we're just finding the absolute value, the distance from the mountain summit. So the distance from here to 0 is still positive 2,000, and we're going from the picnic area to the mountain overlook. outlook. So from here to here, we are traveling a distance. Sorry, let's try that again. All right. So we're finding the absolute value of negative 3,500. Right? We're going below sea level, but we're still traveling a distance. You don't go negative miles per hour when you're driving backwards. So the absolute value is 3,500. It's just a positive version of that number. Okay. What is the distance between the elevations of the summit and the outlook? The outlook is right there. Well, so we need to find the distance from here to here. Well, from summit back to picnic, we know that's a distance of 2,000. And then from the outlook back to picnic, we know that's 3,500. So just add those together. And 2 plus 3 is 5. It is 5,500 feet apart from each other, from here to here, from the summit all the way down to the outlook. Okay, so that is a very brief lesson on magnitude, distance, and absolute value. Magnitude and distance are really just words we'll use for absolute value. And remember, it's just the lines that will show you. So one last example, negative 50, right? The distance from negative 50 to 0 is a distance of positive 50. Okay, so that was lesson 11. We'll quickly move on and do lesson 12. Mason was ordering the following rational numbers in math class: negative 3.3, negative 15, and negative 8.89. Order the numbers from least to greatest. So I always like to think of it like money, from worst to better. Think of it, it's negative, you owe someone something. So would you rather owe someone negative? Would you rather owe someone $15, $3.30, or $8.89? Let's just quick turn 8 divided by 9. So $8.88. Okay. Well, the worst would be owing someone 15 in this case, so that is the least. Then would be $8.88, followed by $3.30. And list the order of the absolute values from least to greatest. Well, now this is where it gets kind of different. We have the absolute value of negative 15. So the distance from negative 15 to 0 is actually 15. And we have the absolute value of negative 8.88, which is a positive 8.88. The absolute value of negative 3.30, which is positive 3.30. So if we're listing them by their absolute values from least to greatest, it's actually the opposite. It's going to be 3.30, negative 8.88, negative 15. Because absolute values, the distance, how far away they are from 0, is actually kind of inverse or flipped when they are negative. So again, kind of a tricky concept. And I just sort of explained why they're different. You can skip that part. When it's a negative, the absolute value is not positive. That's just the way that it is. So that's lesson 11 and 12 of Module 3, Topic B. Thank you for following along. Have a great day.